What's it like there knocking on doors for the Value Them Both campaign? We're joined by two Kansas students who have been doing just that. Hannah Joerger and Mara Loughman recently graduated from Catholic high schools where they both were leaders in their school's pro-life groups. This fall, Hannah and Mara will both be attending Benedictine College in Atchison, Kansas. Hannah and Mara, welcome to our show. A question for both of you. What motivated you to join the local movement to educate Kansas voters about the Value Them Both amendment? Hannah?
So I've been pro-life my entire life, and it's really important to me to not only be pro-life, but to do something about it. So something amazing is being able to door knock or make phone calls, and as well as prayer, which is the most important.
And Mara, what about you?
Well, I think it's really important for our generation who's able to get out and door knock, for the older generation who can't quite do it, and they always thank us for the work that we do while they do the behind the scenes work for us.
It's important. What was your reaction when you heard the news of the Supreme Court decision just a couple of weeks ago?
A lot of emotions. I was actually at a coffee shop with my friend and I got the news and I just kind of started laughing and joy. Just really exciting.
Yeah, and I was at physical therapy actually that morning, and I was trying to hold my excitement in because I didn't really know what company I was in that morning. So it was really nice to go to work and have so much joy around me.
That's important. What's at stake then for you, knowing that Kansas will be the first state to vote on a ballot initiative since the Supreme Court decision overturning Roe?
Yeah, just having the rest of the country watching us it's a lot of pressure and it's intense, but it's very important for us as Kansans to get out there and vote, especially pro-lifers to get out there and vote yes for this amendment.
Yeah.
And Mara, is this your first time voting? Is this particularly special for you because of that?
Yes, it is my first time voting, and I think it's really important for the young generation to take advantage of the right that we have to vote and to have a voice in our country and really take advantage of that freedom and liberty that we have.
And Hannah, how do your friends or peers feel about your involvement in this campaign? I know that Mara mentioned she wasn't sure what kind of company she was in physical therapy. How does that feel for you?
Yeah, so a lot of my close friends are in support of me doing this, and I do have some friends who have differing beliefs, but they've been very respectful about it. It's just very important to be open to listening each other's different opinions.
And do you feel, Mara, in any way like you're called to be doing this, to speak out and to talk a little bit more openly about what you believe?
I really think I do. I think God put me on this path and took different opportunities out of my way so that this was the line that I was on to really get my voice out there for those who don't quite have the opportunity to be as outspoken as we are.
Is there a particular experience from door knocking that really marked you or has marked you so far as you go on this path, trying to convince people, both informing them of what happened with the state Supreme Court decision, and then also telling them about this amendment and why it's important? Is there a story that means something to both of you?
I remember early on when I was about a weekend into this job, I encountered this woman who was not familiar with this amendment. And I was explaining it to her, and she explained to me how she was pro-choice, mainly for the reason if she believed that women have a right to abortion. I was explaining this amendment and how it does not ban abortion. And she was very respectful, and she listened, and she was like, you know what, I agree with the existing limits of in the Kansas Constitution. And so she decided to vote yes. Whereas before I was talking to her, she was already set on voting no. So it was really cool kind of seeing a change in her to be voting yes for this amendment.
And I met a really heart-taking woman who she was pregnant at 17 before Roe v. Wade had happened. And so she had to have her child, and her child was celebrating his 55th birthday. And she was more than thankful to have the opportunity to have this child and to be able to celebrate that birthday with him.
That's beautiful. Has that changed or maybe bolstered your resolve in having these conversations with people?
I think it really gives us a push when we have those nice encounters to have the fuel to have people who kind of push us back, but also to know that we are making a difference and that people see us.
And what kind of resistance are you getting?
There has been many different kind of encounters. Some of the resistance, some people are just I'm not interested. I've had some people yell at me, and you just kind of gotta keep positive and keep on moving because, of course, you'll have those interactions. This is a very heated topic. But yeah, just keeping positive and, like Mara was saying, having those positive interactions are really uplifting during those times.
And Mara, what do you think is needed from your local political leaders to get this over the line? Are they doing enough or just leaving all the work to you?
So I think them putting it on the people's ballot is the role that they had. And I think it is now in the hands of us Kansas residents to really see how much we are going to push this pro-life movement forward and how powerful and on the gas pedal we're going to be these next couple weeks.
Hannah, do you think you have the momentum to get this over the line?
Yes, I do. We've been working really hard for this. There's been a lot of support and prayers coming in, and I'm really confident that this amendment will pass.
A personal question for both of you, just to wrap up. Do either you have aspirations to run for office or just to get more engaged in politics after this one experience?
Oh, that's a good question. I personally do not think I will be in the politics, but I will be doing whatever I can as a Kansas resident to be voting pro-life and to be upholding our Constitution.
And you, Mara?
Same. I don't think I'll ever really get in the political aspect again, but I think volunteering will definitely be something that I will do anytime this issue comes into place. So I think that's important for us.
Well, thank you both. You're definitely great ambassadors for the pro-life generation. We appreciate you being on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.